Well, hello peeps! It seems we have some more changes coming to our Demon Hunter class, and as usual I'm here to show them off and give you my thoughts and opinions. So first off, let's just take a look at these changes of what has exactly gotten changed. New talent, Champion of the Glaive, kind of unimportant for us. Many talents have changed locations and or available connections, which we will show later in the game. I think this is more of like a tanking talent or something, but like I don't think this is gonna... Yeah, I mean maybe for PvE, like we're not gonna lose the slow for 10 more increased range. Fodder to the Flame and Unleashed Power have been removed. So this kind of shocked me because they were, trying to change Fodder to the Flame. I kind of feel twofold about it. Like, I feel like it's gonna make our damage probably more... Right, they're gonna balance our damage more towards just having more damage without Fodder to the Flame, right? So... it's definitely a good thing on that note. On the other hand, we're kind of losing our Lay on Hands that we kind of used to have a proc that would save our ass quite a bit of times. So in PvP it does feel like a little bit of a loss. Ultimately I just feel like it's gonna be better for us in the long run. Chaos Nova cooldown reduced. This is to, of course, adjust for the Unleashed Power being removed. Concentrated Sigils no longer increase sigil duration by 2 seconds, same for Precise Sigils. Lived by the Glaive healing value is increased to 4% max HP, but the main thing for us, as you'll see later, is that it's just kind of moved, moved to the side. We don't have to actually take it. Havoc, many talents have changed locations or have been combined into choice nodes. We'll show off this later. Soul Rend has been remade into Soul Scar, unimportant. Initiative critical strike chance bonus reduced to 10%. I mean, kind of a nerf, just not... like in PvP specifically, it's not a big thing, right? For PvP, we don't really care for this that much. And of course, we're here PvP focused. So for us, it doesn't like... the 2% crit is not gonna like... yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt us that much. So it is a nerf. Fell Barrage now has a max duration of 8 seconds. I guess this was like OP and AoE. Again, I don't think we're taking this in PvP ever. I also think currently we don't have like the choices that we're taking are way too good compared to what like Fell Barrage would offer, even if it was good at a 1.5 minute cooldown. I just personally think it, yeah. Fell Barrage can't compare to the other choices. The big thing is set bonus has been redesigned. Blade Dance consumes a charge of Throw Glaive to fire at your primary target for 100% of damage. And each class has a chance still to Throw Glaive at an enemy for 35% damage. Also set a 4 set has been updated. Throw Glaive reduces the remaining cooldown by 2 seconds, so a little bit of a buff. I think it also just only counts onto the like actual Throw Glaive, so either you Throw Glaving or the Blade Dance Throw Glaving for you. The cooldown does seem better. The cooldown reduction overall just seems a lot better. So both of these are huge buffs. I've tested it. It does feel a little bit clunky to, when you're trying it at first, but it's actually kind of amazing. Basically, it removes Throw Glaive from your rotation almost entirely. It is kind of weird, right? If you're used to using Throw Glaive, but like, yeah, it just kind of puts Throw Glaive into your like standard rotation, and like you might have to fire off a Throw Glaive here and there, but generally speaking, I think really good change, especially since I was thinking we're probably just gonna run a 2-set. Now let's take a look at how this looks actually in the game. So let's start off with like Demon Hunter side. A few changes, like I mean quite a few changes, like left and right. The new talent of course shares a spot with Master of the Glaive. So that's why I was saying like we're never gonna like drop our slow. Other than that, I think something that like we would be taking is gonna look, something like this, right? We might choose not to go down this path, right? To not go for Wheel of the Illidari or whatever, but I just think yeah, not having your sigils placed at your target's location would be kind of weird to play with, especially since Sigil of the Flame got buffed by 200%, and that's definitely gonna get affected by our enemies and necessary and other things. So I definitely think sigils are gonna be just huge as far as like damage are considered. Might even like consider going down like Flames of Fury, just because like the damage might overall might be really significant. We really have to see, right? But currently you can't test it. Like Sigil of the Flame is not for some reason on Havoc. Like maybe my character is bugged, but like Sigil of the Flame is not working Havoc properly, so it's just not there for us to test how much this is actually gonna chunk, because it's already increased by 200% baseline, and then, you know, you get chaotic disposition, any means necessary, right? All of these things, right, happening. So I think Sigil, we might be playing Sigils, which would be interesting, right, as like kind of a gameplay choice, and like going for Sigil Mastery just to increase the throughput of it. We'll have to wait and see, really, to test out Sigil of the Flame. On the Havoc side, there is a few interesting things. I guess Cycle of Hatred kind of connects to any means and Assets Break, so you could go for a kind of a build that kind of focuses more on the inside talents, doesn't go for Fire Inside, right, and doesn't have Burning Wound and like the other Immolation Aura related talents. I just think, as far as PvP is considered, Fire Inside with Inertia is just way too good, right? Every time you use Immolation Aura, you can get a 20% damage buff. And I just think in general just feels kind of too good comparatively. So I just think we are kind of locked into going down here. I wish we could take a different talent other than Know Your Enemy, but it is what it is. On the right side, the Chaotic Disposition and any means are kind of like... and Soul Scar or Soul Rend are kind of like in this one line of talents. I think this is kind of a nice change. Soul Scar and Relentless Onslaught changed the positions, but how do you say, are on the same position, just because like Relentless Onslaught was like a useless ass talent. But I also have, I'm gonna talk in a different video about how Blizzard can fix these percent based, especially the low percentage based procs. I just think it's very good to not have to even go like around this talent. You just go through it. Other than that, there's like no significant changes. Like you see, like some talents have been put together, but I just don't think we're taking them, man. Like this side is way too good. The chaotic disposition seems to do way too much damage. Our whole tier set is based on like Throglaive and Soul Scars, so like all the Throglaive talents are basically mandatory, right? Unless some kind of a build crops up that's just better without the tier set in PvP. I guess as a final note, we can just kind of demonstrate how this kind of looks. I'm laggy as hell here on the PTR, so my rotation is definitely not gonna be nothing to write home about, right? Yeah, as you can see, quite laggy. But I think it's quite interesting, right, that basically Throglaive is completely removed from your actual rotation, and then you can just constantly use Immolation Aura and the Inertia buff to kind of have a very long windows, like very long windows of 20% damage buff. I'm still kind of casting Throglaive, how you say, as a habit, right? But realistically, you don't have to even cast it, right? You're just gonna use your Blade Dance to cast it off, right? So yeah, it just feels really good once you kind of get used to it. And like sometimes you'll have to, you know, use a Throglaive yourself, right? Sorry, I still keep forgetting we don't have, Fel Rush is not gonna generate Fury for me here. And yeah, I also think the Force set definitely feels better, but I still, yeah, just we have to wait and see how much actual damage it kind of adds to the hunt. Because if it doesn't add to the hunt that much, I feel like we could kind of skip it. And that's it, peeps. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things the YouTubers want you to do, and have a nice day.